At Boston Area Gleaners, we remain committed as ever to harvesting surplus for those who need it most and to providing a safe and enjoyable experience for our volunteers. The COVID-19 crisis has brought new urgency to the work of food recovery, but it also calls upon us to be rigorous in our health and safety measures. This is a review of the practices we're implementing this season to keep gleans running safely and smoothly. As always, please make sure you are registered as a volunteer before signing up for a trip. Then you can visit our trips page to review and sign up for upcoming volunteer opportunities. When you sign up to Glean online, you'll be asked to complete a few new verification steps. To start, you must affirm that you have reviewed and will abide by these new COVID protocols. All volunteers must complete a short coronavirus screening survey to demonstrate that you are not at risk of having the virus or having been recently exposed to the virus. Survey questions are based on current state and CDC guidelines and will be updated as recommendations change. Please note that Boston Area Gleaners will not be coordinating any carpooling this year, and volunteers outside the same household are strongly advised against carpooling in order to maintain social distancing. Volunteers are asked to bring their own face coverings to gleaning trips. We recommend a lightweight mask. In addition, you should be prepared to bring your own sunscreen, bug spray, and water bottle. Before heading out, we encourage you to use the bathroom, as we cannot guarantee access to sanitized bathroom facilities on site. We also recommend that you eat a snack beforehand, as eating during the trip is discouraged to minimize hand-to-mouth contact. If you need to eat during physical activity for health reasons, however, you are of course encouraged to do so. Volunteers should be wearing a face covering from the moment they exit their cars on site. Upon arrival, one of our staff members will check your temperature using a non-contact thermometer. As per CDC and state guidelines, anyone with a measurable fever will not be allowed to participate. For the entire period of the glean, volunteers are asked to maintain 6 feet of distance from others at all times. Before beginning to harvest, volunteers must wash their hands. Staff will set up wash stations and will assist volunteers by turning water on and off to minimize the amount of shared surfaces we are touching. Please be sure to wash thoroughly with soap and water for a full 20 seconds. After your hands are clean, staff will provide you with clean gloves to be worn during the glean. Once we've all gathered, Boston Area Gleaner staff will review safety protocol with everyone on site and will demonstrate how to safely harvest and pack the day's crops. In order to ensure social distancing, we will space out in the field as best we can and should avoid harvesting directly across from each other. This doesn't mean that we can't engage with each other. Staff will be nearby to assist you and to quality check your harvest, and conversation will of course still be possible. During the glean, both staff and volunteers should avoid passing tools or produce boxes directly from person to person. Instead, materials should be left at a safe distance to be picked up. Water breaks are always encouraged, but they should occur out of the field and away from gleaned produce. We also ask that you remove your gloves before handling your water bottle or any personal items. As per CDC guidelines, be sure to avoid touching your face or mask while working. In the event that you do touch your face, sneeze into your hands, or otherwise contaminate your gloves, you should remove your gloves, wash your hands, and grab a new pair before returning to the field. At the end of a trip, volunteers will return their gloves and harvest tools into a bucket so that they may be washed and sanitized before our next trip. You will also be asked to wash your hands once more before heading back home. Please be sure to wear a face covering until you have left the site. In the unlikely event that a volunteer tests positive for COVID-19 within the 14 days following a volunteer trip, they must inform Boston Area Gleaners immediately so that proper contact tracing and risk management steps may be taken. Our volunteers make everything we do possible. We are so grateful to have you in our community as we continue this critical work together, and we look forward to seeing you in the field.